Hi, everyone. E3 just happened. There was a lot of reveals and a lot of CG trailers happening. So we thought we would make a video of kind of giving our reaction to all of that and what we're excited for and what we would like to see more of.
So we're going to be going studio by studio, just kind of breaking down almost in the same way that it aired. So we'll do Microsoft first and so on.
We got a list.
Yeah. So let's get started. Woo!
So starting with Xbox first. Did you see everybody in the crowd was doing the like...
What?
When Phil Spencer came out, everybody in the crowd was like, yeah, Xbox! They were just crushing monsters. And
No, I know I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but like console fanboys are weird.
yeah. The first game that I thought looked interesting was Bleeding Edge from Ninja Theory. It looked like kind of a cool, very colorful, 4-person fighting game, MOBA? Almost like a fighting Overwatch.
Yeah, it seems like a fighting game that was just PvP 4v4. Just kind of like Overwatch, but more melee-based. Character designs wise, I mean, you got Overwatch with everything the first heroes that were released are all winners. But in this game, I feel like it's kind of like half and half. I like half of them.
Yeah.
Half of them are kind of just a little too much.
I felt like they progressively showed, when they were showing the characters, they showed them for shorter and shorter durations.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the last one was just like boom, 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 and you had to stop to look at them. And some of them were really cool looking.
Some
like there
of
was the
them are
girl
really
with like
cool.
the skull mask that was like kind of like tribally looking.
That's my favorite design.
Yeah. I mean,
Like the gangly old lady.
I love a good mask. The gangly old lady.
And then the last few that they showed for like an eighth of a second are just like kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
it's
a
a
cowboy one.
cowboy.
Yeah, that was the last one I think they showed was like the cowboy one. The next one is something I was really excited about last year when all we got was a name. But for me, this franchise is a name that'll get me to play pretty much any of the games as long as there's no microtransactions. And that's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I love the idea of the mythology behind it. So are you familiar with Order 66?
Yep.
That's when they killed all the Jedis. Mm-hmm. You've seen them recently! Basically, you are a Padawan.
I am?
You're a Padawan that has escaped the Order 66. So basically, you're someone who all of their friends and family and peers were killed off immediately by people that they trusted because the clones turned on them. And then it kind of seems like a spiritual successor to Force Unleashed in that you get all the crazy Force powers and you're throwing stormtroopers around and, cutting their heads off and stuff. The little robot, the little droid.
Oh, that's cute.
Looks super cute. He's like a little bipedal, like
Oh yeah, he's like
droid.
he's like a little Clank to your Ratchet.
Yeah, basically, because he rides on your back.
Yeah.
And the opening of the trailer, he just pops up out of the water. He's like, and then he climbs up onto your back. And
I'm always down for a tiny robot companion.
quirky little companion. Yeah, me too.
They showed some gameplay of this game, and gotta say, I was kind of bored with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
Like they showed 3 different fights, and you did the same thing on each of them, where it was like 2 guys with blasters, and then you deflected one, and then you killed one guy with the blaster deflection, and then you like did a force pull on the other guy. That was like every interaction that was in that trailer.
Huh. I loved it. I liked the force time. I don't know if that's what they're going to call it, but that's what I'm officially calling it now. Where it goes into basically bullet time, which they've done like slowing down time, but never to this level where you can see like the kind of like in The Force Awakens, the like stretched out blaster bolt just like moving super slowly in the air.
They'll call it blaster time.
Probably. Blaster time. How about one that you are actually very excited for, which was Spiritfarer? Super cute.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it, and he was like, you'll like this one. I was like, we'll see. And then, immediately started crying.
She was like, who's this? What's that? Why is she running around? What's happening to the boat? Is she okay? Is the boat okay? Hug the deer. Look at that fat raccoon. Who are all these animals?
Or just say goodbye. Is the cat gonna die? Is the deer gonna die?
They're not even exaggerating. I like that it featured a person of color, a female, I believe, witch, mystical magical powers nonsense. It reminds me of the Genie game.
Shantae.
Shantae.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of kind of like an Animal Crossing mix with Terraria. It looks like you have to like talk to these animals and become friends with them.
Yeah, and then apparently when they die, you have to...
Apparently you just sacrifice them. I don't know.
You know what I bet it is because it's called Spiritfarer, I wonder if they've already died and you're kind of like a Davy Jones character. Because you're on a boat, so you are probably like escorting them into the spirit world.
I don't want to get too into it because I want to be surprised.
I want to get super into it.
I don't know. I don't because I don't. If you guys are correct and right, you would have spoiled it for me. I want to experience those things fresh.
Okay.
As if like it has never been said or done before and I didn't dig too deep. I like to just kind of dive into things. I don't like planning for it too much. So, but yeah, I'm super excited for that one.
Well, speaking of deer, the other deer one that I feel like deer were kind of a common thread in this year's E3. The other deer one that you liked was Way to the Woods, where you were an actual like deer.
That one reminded me a little bit of Journey for some
Yeah,
reason.
totally.
Not quite in the fact that the flow of the game is because Journey's like very just like you're just always just floating and dancing around. The deer one was very much just walking around, but you have this cute little deerlet. What's a small
Deerlet?
What's a small deer called? A fawn?
A fawn?
A fawn. I like deerlet better.
I do too. Let's start a petition to change that word. Merriam-Webster, I know you're watching.
Yeah, so you have this small deerlet walking around and you have to protect it. And maybe give it soft drinks or something?
Yeah, it was like you had to bust open the vending machine and it seemed like...
And you had to give it a drink, and then there was another time they were in like, I don't know if it was a warehouse, and it picked up like a can again and gave it to the little deerlet. And I'm like, is it just really thirsty?
Every time.
It's absolutely a game I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I love the music. The music is great.
That's
the music in that trailer was great.
Yeah.
Spiritfarer 2 also had, I remember commenting on the great music as well.
I'm looking forward to it.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah. 2 hooves up.
2 deerlet hooves.
Keeping with the ethereal animals, a new Ori game. Ori in the Not Blind Forest. I don't remember what it's called. I think it was Ori 2.
That's not what it was called.
Just
Will o' the Wisps. Ori and the Will o' the
Yeah.
Wisps. That's it.
Wow, I have not played that series at all. Wow, I need to play that series.
Yeah, that's
wow,
really surprising.
That looks so pretty. Like, that is just art in your face.
Yeah, the first one is... That's all I can say.
I didn't pay attention to the first Ori because I'm pretty sure it was like...
It was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, it was an Xbox exclusive. I didn't have an Xbox. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited about this one.
Yeah, me too. Art! Again, keeping with mystical animals, but on a much different level. Battletoads!
Okay.
I know you're less than thrilled about it, but...
First of all, I've never been a fan of Battletoads.
Not me either, but...
But also, this kind of looks not great. It kind of looks like a Flash game.
It's definitely not like a AAA game, but I think it looks charming in a ugly kind of way.
Also, the fact that it's still 3-player is kind of weird.
I love that. I would be upset if they changed it to like 2 or... I guess they could have added a
They could have just added a 4th one.
Yeah. What would his name be? Herpes? A couple ones just to quickly throw out. I'm intrigued by Crossfire X. I know you were saying it looks super generic, but I think it... Crossfire! They better use that song in that game.
They won't.
I know they won't. Well, I'm not buying it. I probably wasn't going to buy it anyway. But I think it has just enough silliness in the trailer. Like I was saying, it almost has like a Metal Gear Solid level of silliness where all this super exciting stuff is... Super serious stuff is happening at the... Oh, okay.
Trailer had an interesting part to it where the guy's like in the middle of an exploding building and all he does is slam his fist on a table and like, that's kind of neat.
And then he survives falling into the water with the building like crashing around him and he's like making finger guns at the enemies.
I actually don't know what's going on.
I have no idea either.
So yeah, everyone take that mark off your bingo card. There was a car on stage for Xbox again. This time it was made of Lego though.
It was a Lego car.
Hell yeah.
That actually looked pretty sweet.
I've never been excited for Forza ever, but hey, something about this Lego thing.
The Lego thing,
like
I thought
really
that was
cool to me.
It was kind of a cute trailer.
Absolutely.
I was more excited by the Hot Wheels one though, and you had like the big orange tracks last year.
They're doing all my favorite toy crossovers.
Yeah. Let's talk about Cyberpunk.
Let's talk about the memes and Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is the man. That's what I have written in my notes under the Cyberpunk presentation, was just Keanu Reeves is the man.
No, you're beautiful.
You're breathtaking.
Breathtaking. Wow.
So what I think is funny is that they're actually putting Keanu Reeves as he is going to be in 2077 in Cyberpunk.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's my most anticipated game of this year's E3. I mean, I'm all about anything Cyberpunk, so the game is literally called my favorite aesthetic.
So what I like about this game is that like your decisions will eventually maybe change the story. Like
Completely.
You could like in the one example mission you could have went in guns blazing and shoot up everyone, or you could just go in and just talk it through and maybe see what happens, and then maybe guns blaze. So like. So there's options, so like, which is very similar to Detroit. Like, I like that ability, like, to control your future, control the story.
This is probably going to be my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
It's been in development for 7 years.
Forever.
It's been like,
I mean, so was Kingdom Hearts, but that.
I was like twice that. I can't wait to play it in 2077 when it actually comes out. For the rest of the studios, we have much less to say. Xbox had the most notable, I think, maybe aside from Nintendo. So the other ones we're going to kind of run through pretty quick.
Yeah.
Bethesda was... Meh.
Ghostwire Tokyo. First of all, presenter was absolutely adorable and very engaging.
Yeah.
It's very
spooky.
spooky.
It's spooky.
It's very spooky.
I loved it.
stole my heart.
Yeah, so like I enjoyed that one a lot. I do not like ghosts, no, but it was intriguing. Like it was kind of pulling me. I'm like, what is going on? And like there are no answers, so like that's roping you in. Play the game and find out. Like when the temple archways just like expanded.
Yeah,
that was really
so
cool.
awesome.
Good trailer.
Yeah,
Great
A
trailer.
plus trailer like that. Yeah, A plus presenter like her too.
Love her.
Love her. She's spooky.
There was a Deathloop. I really liked this trailer. I thought it was very pretty.
Yeah. You know what it reminded me of was like a James Bond opening.
Absolutely. It was
Like
very
when
James Bond-esque.
The girl kicks the guy off the archway and it kind of like goes into like this yellow and there's like that weird shape outlines.
Yeah.
So stylish.
Just something special about that trailer.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. There's no gameplay.
Yeah, that's the
It
thing.
was an expensive trailer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very, very expensive trailer.
Yeah. And I like that it seemed like the two leads were both people of color, so that was nice. It wasn't just like generic white guy action hero in every game.
Also, they looked cool, too.
Yeah, oh totally. I
I love their style.
I like I don't know if it's like a sawed-off shotgun that the guy had. Like the weapons were cool looking. But to talk about representation real quick, and we talked about the lady that presented Ghost of Tsushima, which was sadly missing from this year. I was hoping to see more of that game. But Ghostwire Tokyo, it seemed like a lot of the presenters were women, and there's a lot of representation of people of color in the games. So
Good.
nice to see like the games industry turning that way. As long as you don't pay too much attention to Ubisoft, because it's all just like Ghost Recon, oh tough white guy, Tom Clancy this, Rainbow Six that, I'm a tough white guy this.
God, I could just...
Leave it at
choke
that.
to death.
Just leave it at that.
I'm choking on...
It's contagious.
God, they were like... I can't tell the difference between Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six anymore.
I know. Are they
It was
both
just-
Tom Clancy? No. Yes,
Yeah?
they are.
I was just disappointed that I was like, new zombie game. Oh no, it's just Ghost Recon.
Rainbow Six.
Oh, just
Same thing. It's kind of like Fallout Boy and Panic at the Disco. They're just interchangeable. And then Devolver Digital came on.
Devolver Direct, man.
Devolver Bootleg.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what it was called?
Well, no, Devolver Direct was their presentation,
Oh, right.
which I want to talk about more than their games.
Yeah, their presentation was definitely more memorable than their games. It was very trippy and
They had
fourth
a
wall
bloody,
breaky.
Yeah, It was very fourth wall breaky, and they had a few bloody puppets.
Tentacly and
their new game, what was it called? It was like you were played as it, pretty much. The Thing.
Carrion.
Yeah, Carrion.
Yeah, that looks super gross and weird.
That reverse horror game is what they called it. And it looks fantastic. It has that Devolver art style that I really appreciate.
But then the Devolver bootleg thing that they were like, you can download this client to play bootleg versions of our games that are purposely bad.
They forward you to a Steam page and say, for a small fee, you can purchase this launcher of like, what was it, 7 different bootleg versions of their games, like Enter the Gun Dungeon.
The Gun Dungeon.
Like, I absolutely love that. That's such what a strange thing.
Yeah, just watch that whole, it's like the shortest direct of all of E3. Just watch the whole thing. And watch last year's too, because it's like a soap opera. You have to watch last year's in order to know what's going on in this one. PC, there was a couple that jumped out to me. Christails, that very JRPG one where you play like in the past and present and future all at the same time.
That was cool.
That one looks super pretty.
Absolutely.
I thought you liked the art style on that one.
Yeah, that one had a very pretty art style and like nice animation. I don't know how that would play out if you're playing the past, present, and future at the same time.
Obviously, some sort of puzzle aspect to battles and stuff like that.
Yeah. It reminds me of Child of Light.
I was going to say Child of Light-esque. I really love the art style. I just wish it animated smoother.
What? I thought it was pretty smooth.
No, if you look at the animation, it's pretty choppy.
Like, choppily smooth.
I actually didn't mind that. Normally that's something that I really bugs me. But I think the art style kind of lended itself nicely to it because it's all very pointy and jagged and like not quite papercraft, but that kind of layered look. So I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
I hope time comes into like a battle mechanic and not just like a world puzzle mechanic.
Exactly. I hope it's more of a puzzle game than it is a battle game.
Yeah. And then, of course, while I don't think it looks like the most revolutionary game of all time, the most perfect game for me ever, Maneater. Where you start as a little baby shark and you have to eat your way up to being a big shark. That's it. That's the whole game. You're a shark. You eat stuff.
Yeah, Maneater, otherwise known as Jaws Unleashed 2.
Jaws Unleashed 0.5.
Otherwise known as Andrew the Game.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as there's sharks in it, maybe if the shark was like a ninja shark or a cyberpunk cyber ninja shark.
Post-apocalyptic shark.
Somebody get on that.
With
Devolver
a
Digital,
scar on its eye.
Get on that. Oh, and the last one that I think really stood out for the PC gaming presentation was one that I think you would like a lot, which was the Genesis Noir.
Yeah, so there was that. It looks like a puzzle game, Genesis Noir. It could have all been gameplay. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what's so cool about it is that it's such a kind of an art piece to look at.
Yeah.
Just playing it, you can see that he's obviously like solving puzzles, but every transition that goes into these puzzle scenes is like seamless.
Yeah. All the crazy shapes and like it looks like those old like jazz paintings.
Yeah, exactly. It was monochromatic jazz style paintings, and it, as I like, very smooth animation.
Very smooth animation, quirky and kind of weird and cool music.
And jazz music. I love jazz music.
It's a very Jesse game. Ubisoft, the only one I really cared about was Watch Dogs. And I wasn't excited about it until the whole Legion part. It's not Watch Dogs 3. It's every single person in the world is a character. And you can recruit them and you can play as them. And it started, I didn't care about it until the twist, which was like, it started off, you're this like cheeky South London bruiser kind of guy. And he's like, man, oh no, this bloke over here. And then he just gets killed. Like, you go through a whole mission, and then he just eats it. And then it's like, oh, this operative is dead. And then you take over somebody else, and the cutscenes change, and like, hey, what happened to the guy that did this and this? And it's like, oh, he died.
Sounds cool. What?
It's
cool.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, it is.
You're like, oh, sounds cool.
No, it's cool.
Ever since the first Watch Dogs, I'll never trust an Ubisoft trailer. But,
well, yeah.
It did look interesting. I'll watch it from afar.
Yeah. Also, Roller Champions looked kind of cool. It was the rollerblading game
roller derby.
Battle Angel, Alita Battle Angel / that one mini game from Jet Set Radio Future.
I'm absolutely up for a roller derby game.
Totally.
Especially with, like, these character designs.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Looks good.
Yeah. Square Enix, literally nothing matters except for Final Fantasy VII.
Which I've never played.
Neither of you have played it! At some point, we're going to play through that game, and then they will experience it for the first time, and I will just be, like, reveling in their tears.
So, I have a lot to say about that game, but I'm weirdly nostalgic for it, even though I've never played it.
Huh. Well, we saw a lot about that game, so should we make a separate video about it?
Yes.
Nintendo was amazing. I don't care about literally anything else except Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash. That's the only character that I wanted. The only guest character that mattered to me was Banjo-Kazooie.
At freaking work, I just get this, blah, blah, and I'm like, well, he saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Crying at work.
I literally didn't care about anybody else. They could do 3 more just Luigi clones, or Waluigi, and I'd be like, okay, well, I have Banjo, so I don't care. You can put Steve from Minecraft in it. You can put in Bubsy. You can put in ToeJam and Earl. I don't care. Actually, ToeJam and Earl would kind of be cool.
Absolutely a character I've been wanting for a long time. I'm excited. I feel a flutter in my heart whenever I see that screenshot of Banjo and Smash. Like, it's just a dream come true for a lot of people.
Yeah. Thank you, Sakurai. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the fans.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing's out. Woo!
Animal Crossing is not out, but it will be.
Oh, well, it will be out. Sorry. Animal Crossing will be out. Yeah.
There's confirmation that Animal Crossing exists.
Yeah.
It's nice and pretty. It's looking fresh. Mobile. You can take it on the go.
Multiplayer?
I mean, you could take it on the go with the 3DS as well, but it's prettier now.
Yeah.
Building a town from scratch sounds super cool.
Sounds exactly like what we've been doing in all of them.
Well, not necessarily, because, like, well, yeah.
It looks like you're actually planning an entire village from your own, like, resources.
Yeah.
It seems like a good summer game because it's on an island. I can envision myself on a nice beach with my Switch.
I can't wait.
Building my Animal Crossing town.
Yeah.
Give it to me now.
And you don't have to wait outside in the sun to change your skin color.
You can be brown right out the gate.
Out the
That
gate.
was not confirmed.
Was that not confirmed?
No, we still have no idea.
God dang it, confirm it.
They don't. That's a step backwards. Speaking of things that exist, we don't know if Bayonetta 3 still exists.
Oh, yeah.
Or Metroid Prime 4.
Well, I'm okay with that. Like, as long as they're taking their time and they give a decent quality game, they don't have to constantly tell me, we're working on it. Just tell me when it's going to be released, when it's close to being released. Surprise me.
It comes out tomorrow.
No, yes. I would love that.
Just let us know that it exists still, please.
Yeah. The Panzer Dragoon remake or reboot?
Panzer Dragoon is important.
Panzer Dragoon is very important.
Why
It's
is it
a
important?
strange cult classic that just nobody expected to be made,
Never heard
especially
of
on Nintendo.
It's got such a legacy behind it, though, because as soon as I saw that weird pointy dragon, I was like, whoa, Panzer Dragoon,
Absolutely.
Holy crap. Even though I haven't said the name of that game in maybe 10 years.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
You know, it's some video game that's been needing rebirth in a long time.
Yeah.
A couple extra Pokemon things. There's a new Pokemon gym leader.
I was going to say.
Nessa. Yes, give it up for our brown Pokemon ladies.
The newest water waifu.
Yes, I'm so excited. And I wasn't in the video where you guys talked about the cute new sheep, but oh my god.
Oh yeah, Wooloo. Everyone's favorite.
Oh my gosh, Wooloo. And the new Corgi that they
Corgi.
The new Corgi. I don't remember its name, but
I don't know why we didn't think
with the butt. It's so cute.
Why didn't we think of course there's going to be a Corgi in a game based in the UK, like it's a Welsh Corgi.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
How freaking cute is Link's Awakening?
Adorable.
Adorable. I'm really glad that they kind of took influence from that Nintendo Lands game where you did the Zelda stuff.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good pull.
Like, it's such a good art style. I'm glad they're reusing it or something.
It almost has that crafted kind of look where everything looks like it has a texture to it, but it's still plasticky, almost like that. It's so cute.
good game to use it on. Like, absolutely, this Zelda is the one to have.
Yeah, I played it briefly, but I never actually went all the way through it. And I know this is one of like a lot of people's favorite Zelda games. So
I love it.
I'm excited to
played
experience it for the first time.
Yeah.
There was more video of Damon Ex Machina.
Yeah.
That robot game, robot building. Again.
Hesitantly excited about that one.
I am also hesitant about that because I went through the demo multiple times. I was kind of obsessed with it when the demo came out. I have problems with it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the demo. So, hopefully they took the feedback that I left.
What was wrong with it? I just didn't like the demo.
That's pretty much it. Like, it just things. Just like the movement.
Just things.
Yeah. Just,
fix it.
Just things. Fix it. Like,
Fair
for
enough.
example, one of the missions was an escort mission. That's a no-go. I don't like that. Take that out. Just
Tailor it to Jesse.
Mind it. Yeah.
ugh, no.
He has to like the game.
Exactly. I'm the one buying it. Neither of you.
I mean, we're not.
gonna
so
buy
any
it.
interest
I'm
in-
not gonna.
I
buy
have
it.
last year when they first showed it, and that like crazy awesome trailer with the crazy
Yeah.
awesome music and the crazy awesome logo. It was crazy awesome.
Maybe
There's
that's just
no-
not the game for you, Jesse.
It is though, because I love
It should be.
I love Armored Core. I love Custom Robo. I love anything that you can build a robot in, and that is exactly the game I want.
See our Meet the Team video for proof.
Ugh, it's just I'm conflicted.
Speaking of kind of weird robot cool things, we saw a little more Astral Chain.
Yeah.
Astral Chain.
We didn't see Bayo 3, but we did see the other game that they're working on,
Working
Astral
on
Chain.
instead.
Was that the one that looks like Nier Automata?
Yeah,
But it's its like own new story game.
yeah.
It looked intriguing.
It was like
play
futuristic
it.
cops that you played as. That it looked like I thought that you just had a robot companion, but it actually looks like you shackle.
You're like
demons.
tethered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't like these aren't your friends. They're kind of like they look like they're enslaved to you instead now. Is what I got from that trailer.
So it's
this time.
Persona.
It'll be a placeholder
Yeah.
for Bayo.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm excited about that. The story seems it might be intriguing. It might also be super anime tropey.
I was gonna say the voice acting was very anime.
Yeah.
Like just so like I can't believe this is happening. We've got to stop these enemies at once.
The override release isn't going through!
That's impossible.
Like just every voice that you've ever heard in every anime
Yeah.
was just like I'm rolling my eyes into the universe.
I am almost certain that game is going to be filled with expository dialogue. Just totally all of it.
Yeah. Anything else?
The sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh crap! We almost forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got a very, very small teaser.
Like, it's not needed, but welcomed.
Yeah.
I would like more.
Yeah. And there's
From
no
Breath
way
of the Wild?
they're not going to create a game from the ground up like that and not use those assets.
Because I was
again.
really disappointed by the true ending to the first one anyway. Like, I had more fun experiencing just playing the game than through story.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's like, so maybe this one, now that they've mastered the open worldness and enjoyability of that, maybe they can make the story a little bit way more interesting. And please make Zelda way more interesting.
Yeah,
because
this-
I did not care about the Zelda.
Yeah,
At
I
all.
didn't either because we're coming from like Skyward Sword, where like I had the biggest crush on that Zelda. I was in love with her, and she did things. And then you come into this one where it's just like, Link,
Link,
you were
please.
asleep for so long.
Come save me.
Come save me and look at my tight derriere.
Nice edit.
But yeah, it felt like they kind of built the game around the world. So hopefully now that they've got the established world and all the physics and all the crazy kooky things you can do in this open world, then they can kind of get back into what made Zelda Zelda, which is like immersive, great storyline, characters that you can care about aside from Mipha, and the shark guy. Sharks! I like sharks.
Oh my gosh.
He was so supportive.
The Prince Shark.
That guy was the coolest guy.
Yeah. But then the other ones are just kind of like, okay, they're here too. Falco's here.
No, I like, don't, I'll fight you on camera, don't.
Round one. Fight!
Let's talk about how Doom might be the next character for Mortal Kombat.
Oh no, is Andrew the next character for Mortal Kombat?
Well, that was definitely Street Fighter, but I'll take it. Doom guy in Mortal Kombat, you think? Was the guy in the helmet Ed Boon? Oh, can we make a clickbait thumbnail about it? Oh. So if you had to say, if you had to pick a studio, who do you think won E3?
Well, based on your screaming alone, Nintendo for Banjo stole the show, and then it had lots of charming Zelda games coming out. Nessa, just Nintendo usually has my heart.
Yeah.
So I'd
That's
say
fair.
Nintendo.
In between, weirdly enough, it's in between Xbox and Square. I think are fighting for second place for me. I think Nintendo showed tons of awesome new stuff. Not a whole lot of like, here's a very expensive CG trailer, and hopefully this game will be good.
Nintendo has a lot of familiarity, though. That's what's safe. Yeah. Like, we're used to Zelda. We're used to Smash.
But they do new things, like with the whole art style.
Yeah, but still, it's still a safe,
yeah,
close comfort versus, like, some of the Xbox games. They were, like, trying out new things, new stories, like...
New IPs.
Yeah, indie games. Just... I don't know. Yeah. Xbox wins for... I don't know, a fresh look on things, and then...
And for Keanu Reeves.
And Nintendo is more of like a nice, like, yes, another Zelda game. I accept. Yeah. Feels good.
New Animal Crossing. This is nice and comfortable.
Yeah. You know what? Like, I'm biased. I've always been a Nintendo fan.
Totally.
Nuh-uh. I thought you liked Ghost Recon!
Yeah, you caught me. That's right. I drink Monster every day, and I play Call of Duty every night.
And I'm changing my name to Kyle.
We love all Kyles here.
I want to say I am biased toward Nintendo, but I do want to say that Xbox really held up there. I liked Xbox's presentation a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Cyberpunk alone. Keanu...
Absolutely, but there was also there was Outer Worlds.
You're breathtaking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all breathtaking.
Outer Worlds was Bethesda, right? No, it was not.
Outer Worlds.
What is that?
That
was Xbox,
one
right?
of those. Fallout in space. I'm down.
Hell yeah. I love that game studio more than Bethesda, so I'm sure they can make a better Bethesda game than Bethesda.
Yeah. So what are you guys' most anticipated game? Like what did you leave most excited about? Because I think
Cyberpunk.
I was gonna say for me it was Cyberpunk at like 100% and 99 Final Fantasy VII remake.
What? Not Banjo?
Well, I'm not
all that hooping and hollering.
Well, that's I said
all that screaming.
I said, what new game are you excited for? Cyberpunk is not out. Final Fantasy VII is not out. I am most excited for Banjo-Kazooie being in Smash, but the new game that I'm most excited for is Cyberpunk 2077, and
I have to be careful. We're recording this now.
And I forget what the other one was. What did I just say 5 seconds ago? It's really late.
Cyberpunk
and Final Fantasy.
Spiritfarer is probably the winner for me. Cute person of color. Maybe mystical magical powers. Maybe a magical deer. Raccoons. Cute animals. Sidekick cat. What could you ask for? What more could you ask for?
Maybe to have the characters not die right in front of your eyes.
I don't know. I can use some grief.
Exactly.
Like, some healthy grief is fine.
Which is why my most anticipated game is Animal Crossing, because they don't die.
They don't die enough.
So that's our E3 thoughts. Are you as hype as me about Banjo? Probably not. Are you as hype as us about some of these other things? Let us know in the comments.
And we'll have more content for you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks. Guys.
See
Bye.
Ya.
I've been waiting for that game for a long time.
Yeah.